spent like $300 buying those fucking UFC cards.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. You showed me that.
I don't mind because I mean a couple of them are worth
a
couple $100 each.
Listen,
There's one that's $7.
Hold on to that shit because you're talking about that's gonna be like having old fucking hockey cards. Like, because you got to think you bought that like before Spike went to the fucking UFC. Or fucking. All right, you know what? Let's just keep talking, and I'll throw the intro on. Hello and welcome to Hero Mode Audio Chronicles, Episode 9. I'm your host, Curtis Hunt, and with me again is Leeland Stone.
Hello!
So yeah, what I was just saying was, jeez, fuck, we're talking about UFC and I got totally derailed trying to intro. What was I saying?
Talking about the cards.
Yeah, old-ass hockey cards. So, like, I think that with those cards, because it's like a full collection and you got, like, all the, like, big, old, all, like... Because when did you get them? Like
2011?
But that was what I was trying to get out before was that was before UFC went to Fox, right?
Yeah.
Right? So now
UFC's on Fox now? I don't see. I'm disconnected.
That's the thing, like, yeah, so you were still watching when it was on Spike, right?
Yes.
See, that's when I was... So, think about that. Now, so, NHL, yeah, hockey cards, your UFC cards. This is what I was getting to. I think your UFC cards are going to be like having old-ass NHL cards, like, before NHL was, like, back when there was, like, a handful of teams and shit. You know? Because now UFC's gone Fox. It's basically hit the mainstream. It now has been adopted. It's like the fucking NFL. Like, it's part of sports culture now permanently. Not like it used to be when we first got into it and nobody knew what the fuck it was.
MMA?
Yeah, like, back before Tap Out was even, like, known. Like, now it's like this, like, thing that's forgotten about. But now before it was like, when... Because remember there was 3 dudes? You remember, like, on all the ads, there was, like, this one dude with, like, fucking top hat and all this shit. And he had, like, a big... He almost looked like Baron Samedi. Remember from, like, GoldenEye?
No, I don't remember that.
Well, that guy, he was, like, one of the main dudes in Tap Out. He's apparently, like, the main visionary guy. And he died, like, a little while after. And apparently that was when it, like, kind of sold out. Or, you know, that was kind of, like, the weird rumorish shit I heard about. But I don't really know what happened. But one guy died. Tap Out happened. That's all I know. Well,
And gone to Fox.
Yeah, so now, I mean, it's on. They have free fight events. They have fights on Fox. So it's become just like the NFL, UFC, like NHL. It's a common everyday. Like kids, fucking Paul's kids were out playing UFC in the fucking park, right? Like
playing UFC, like
yeah.
Imagine hearing that as a youngster. Like, I'm gonna go play on the swings. I want to go play UFC.
They have guys like one kid's apparently like fucking being Bruce Buffer, like you know.
No way.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna be worth a lot of money because now it's mainstream, and you had that from when it was like starting. So you probably got like Liddell and like a lot of the old champions.
Well, I got like the whole like base cards, like there's like 130 base cards, whatever. So I got the whole set of those. But then I got some of the like signed autograph ones or like the fabric ones. So
nice.
Part of the
parts of the shorts and shit.
Shorts and the ring and stuff like that.
That's retarded.
My buddy Sam got the whalebone GSP 1-on-1. He checked it online. At the time, it was $3,500.
Oh, that's gonna be retarded.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, think about it, after GSP retires, and he's still like one of the greatest fighters. Like he's not like a lot of guys who tarnished their reputation on the way out. He was just like, I mean, the last little fight was a bit fucky. You know what I mean? And then he kind of stopped after. But I think he still says that he's not done, and I don't know, like.
That's the thing. I have no idea.
I don't know if
I haven't been paying attention to.
That's the thing. I'm way out of the loop. But I used to love it, so I'd like to start watching that again.
Definitely. Just gotta stop talking, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta keep track of what the fuck's going on. Like, there was a.
I don't even know what number it is right now.
No.
Terrible.
Jeez, are they in 200 yet?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I think they're still in the hundreds, but see, I don't know. Could use powered internet, but.
Oh well, UFC for the to-do list.
Yeah, because I miss fucking. I mean, and they're getting better. Like, just the cool thing about UFC compared to like boxing, I didn't even know, like, I still like watching boxing, but old stuff is the shit. UFC's evolving more, like, because the promoters, there's not like the same kind of business setup involved in making the fights. Like with boxing, like, you know, they're like almost like independent promoters. You know what I mean? Fronting dudes. So, you know, they'll always have some guy gets a good fighter. They feed him, you know, chumps to build up his record, so that they can get someone to be willing to fucking take him on as a fight. Because they gotta basically convince the champ that he's worth the fight to fucking put the belt on the line half the time, right?
True.
And that's why you get all these unified guys. So, like, some guys got to go earn a belt so he can put it on the line to get another one. So, but then you got guys unifying it all, and they're just kind of sitting. You don't really get. And the best fights don't happen. Like, fucking Pacquiao and Mayweather should have happened, like, 2 years ago. But they couldn't. But it's not like that in UFC. In UFC, if you have two guys that are the best undefeated, they'll just make them fight. One guy's no longer undefeated.
It's true, yes.
You know? And so they're constantly making the best fight the best. And because of that, the sport's evolving. Like, you're seeing different, like, disciplines start to spark up and be like, oh, now this is effective. Because it used to be just, you go in, it's like kickboxing and Muay Thai for your striking, and wrestling, jiu-jitsu for the ground, dash your tools, get in there and fight. And that was almost like the standard. But even that took a while to establish.
Yeah.
Because you watch old ass UFC and you got fucking, you know, Tank Abbott, who's a street fighter. Like, just fucking dudes jumping in and being like, I'll kick your ass. Like, I don't know shit, but I'll fucking hit really hard.
I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah. It's like, do you ever watch So You Want to Fight?
No.
It's a cool idea. I wish that actually caught on more in different places, but it's basically amateur, like, supremely amateur boxing, where it's like, these guys don't even, like, train. They're just getting in the ring and fighting. And it's like...
Buzz off straight.
Yeah, like, but it's like an event that'll go in these different places, and people basically sign up. And it's like, you can sign up to fight whoever, or you can sign up with someone to fight. And it's just these guys filming, like, people fighting. And I'll never forget one, actually. There was this one Mrs., because it was a women's fight, and one Mrs. They do like the interviews beforehand, talking, and she's like, oh, I wanted to go in the men's division. I want to fight the fucking men because like I fight men all the time. Like, she's talking about how she just kicks the shit out of dudes all the time. She's just a little scrawny thing, and then they talk to the Mrs. she's fighting, and she's like this really like calm, like almost like, I don't want to say nerdy, but just like kind of
composed.
Composed person, and saying like, oh, I've been doing like cardio kickboxing, and I wanted to try it out, right, see what I could do. So they get into the ring, and the missus, the savage missus is coming out like talking all shit and getting serious. So when it starts out, the missus doing cardio kickboxing comes out and just like has form and comes out and just starts lighting her up, just like 1-2, and the other missus is like make big old swings and like just like flipping around like
haters.
Yeah, like just spinning in circles, like while the miss, she'd be like miss and then spin in total circle, and then the missus just back like catch her in the face again, and then she kept taking her headgear and turning it sideways or pushing it off her head, because anytime the headgear comes off they gotta stop it. So she'd be go in, make a couple swings, get lit up, and then push her headgear off, and then complain like, what the fuck, like, why are you stopping us? Like, but it was, she was all tough, like, oh, I'll kick the fuck out of all these dudes.
Gets in with the composed business.
Yeah, just this missus goes in and fucks her up, like, and it wasn't even fit. Like, I thought it would have been like she put some fight up, but it wasn't even a thing. So you want to fight?
So you want to fight?
Sick old fights. But yeah, MMA is crazy how it's caught on, but it's almost like, where the fuck has it been? Like,
it's always been there, just never like widely publicized.
Yeah, but like, but it's so like regulated now, and it's such a healthy form of competition. I still feel like I don't know about this, but I still feel like you probably see less like life-altering injuries in MMA than you would in like football.
Think so?
I think way less. I think football people are getting like, you don't do much anymore, injuries. You know what I mean?
True, but I mean, like the things that I think of that can happen in football. I mean, much worse can happen in fucking MMA, right?
But I think it's an instance where it's like, in football, they're like obviously they're both very like crazy chaotic, but no one can get like a full like huge run, like a 400-pound guy can't run at you full tilt like from like 50 yards away and torpedo into you, right? Like,
oh yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean? Like there's some crazy high velocity impacts with gigantic monstrous men, like multiple, at this that happens in football. And like the average career of a linebacker, I can't remember what it is now, but it's like stupid short. These guys got shit lives. And but whereas MMA, like being durable is part of it, right? Where, you know what I mean? Like it's in your trainer's best interest to keep you healthy for as many years and keep you fighting for as many years possible. So like GSP, when he has like professional chefs following him around cooking all his meals for him because it has to be, kept lean and in optimum condition.
He's a temple.
Yeah, like and he's a business, like him himself, right? You gotta think like there's legions of people employed, like by the fact that he fights some dude. Whereas like something like a linebacker, they'll chew through those guys, like they'll eat them up in one season, get a freshman out of college next season, They just like go destroy yourself. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like a linebacker on a team getting lost is not a big deal. GSP goes down, fucking, you know what I mean? The
world burns.
Well, no, like everyone associated, like his whole camp and everyone around him, like is gonna suffer that. Like, and you know what I mean? He is the whole team almost. Because when it comes time to play, he's the only one out there.
You don't have a substitute.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's no one looking after that.
Yeah, throw in the stunt double.
Yeah. Yeah, he just tags out. Imagine just like, that's probably after happening, you know what I mean? Like, after hearing weird stories of, like, you ever watch Pride? Like,
I never watched a lot of it, but I watched
like,
some.
Pride was the shit. Like, Pride makes UFC look tame, because they also didn't really give a fuck. Apparently now a lot of people are saying that, like, Pride was so fucked. Like, people were just on steroids, on everything, just, like, no one checked on anything, so...
Just monsters.
Yeah, you, like, got these roided up, like, turbo killers just going savage on each other where there's rules, like, there's way less rules in UFC. Like, you can just kick people in the face when they're down. Like, the soccer kick was a big, like, thing that you could do. Just, like, dude's down, and just, boom. Or the was it Nogueira? I can't remember if it was Nogueira or, what's his name? He was bald, he had a flat nose. He beat Liddell. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking, he's Brazilian.
Ortiz?
No, Brazilian. Not.
Oh, Jesus.
He was a champion, axe murderer, Vanderlei Silva. So, like, oh fuck, where was he going with that? Vanderlei Silva, he was a monster in Pride. Yeah, the head stomps. That was a big deal for him. Like, part of his strategy was, like, when they're down, in guard, to just be, like, stomping on his face. And would win fights like that.
W's a W.
Yeah, right, but Jesus. So, yeah, imagine roided up Vanderlei Silva stomping on your head. That's Pride.
Daily.
Well, yeah, and even before, you think about old UFCs when they were tournaments. Like, dudes would have... Now, like, they don't even dream, like, after you have a fight, you're wrote off. Like, boxing commission, or, like, whatever commission won't allow you to fight again for months.
Yeah, for so long.
Doctors got to look at you, make sure give you a clearance.
Old UFC, it's like, oh,
Four fights in one night.
I just won my fight. Oh, get in the ring again. Okay.
Yeah, seriously, like, just dudes having 3 and 4 fights in a night is retarded. Like, can you imagine? Like, I mean,
and these are like fucking long fights and shit, and like hard fights, and
like in the old UFC too. So, I mean, the rules for the rounds jumped all over the place. There was some fights where rounds were fucking 10 minutes long or like 20 minutes long. Just be fighting someone straight. So some of them got boring because mostly what would happen is boys get fucking beat.
just gassed.
Yeah, and then you're just watching these two fucking like. I'll never forget. It was one of the worst fights I ever seen. It was Tank Abbott, and I forget the other guy's name. But he was even bigger than Tank Abbott. A big fat slobby dude, and it was so long and boring. Two of the boys came out swinging. No one connected really anything. They're just like grazing off each other's shoulders, and then they're just basically leaned on each other up against the fucking side of the cage for like 20 minutes. Just scatter punch the ribs. 20 minutes later.
Attempted to take down, doesn't work, alright?
No, not even.
No?
No, they're just leaned up against each other like struggling to breathe. Just throwing scatter punch, and then it was over, and one guy got declared winner because he threw more punches. Fucking madness, though. But it came from that. Oh, and did you ever see Joe Son getting punched in the nuts?
No.
That was another, like, blatant, like, you can watch it, like, he's trying, one guy's got him in, like, a guillotine choke, and he's kind of, like, upside down on the ground like that.
Yeah.
So, the dude's head is here, and he's, like, choking, so his face is out that way. So this guy is stuck like that and starts punching him in the nuts. Like, so he's there like that, just getting bang, like...
Wailed in the nuts.
Yeah, and this is a big dude. Like, and he's just giving it to him. Like, it's pretty hard to watch.
Did he let go?
No. Just kept choking him. So that's what I mean. That's hard.
Obviously choking him out. Like,
no, I can't remember how it fucking actually played out. But I think they might have scrambled out shortly after. But
what?
Yeah. But
Jesus
like,
Christ!
no issue.
I would never. He's gonna mash me in the nuts like that. I'm choking him out. He's gonna die. Like,
that's true.
Like, why would you let him go at some point and scramble and get up? Like, you're gonna feel like shit getting up.
That was
Bryce.
That was something I used to find wrestling. Like, that did me in. Like, if I was ever in a match and I fucking squat my nuts, which was almost most of the time, I'd just be like, oh, just let's be over.
Cripples you.
Yeah, just like pain the guts in, just like no will. So I mean, you gotta give it to those guys that are getting kicked in the nuts by professional, like, you know, kickers.
Oh yeah.
There's like, you ever see that Shaolin monk? The iron egg technique thing, the video online.
No.
So it's like, it's these Shaolin monk dudes doing like this kata thing, and then he goes like, oh, and then fucking pulls his hand up to his crotch, just like bang, like that. Like, apparently what they do is actually push their fucking balls back up inside them, because the other guy comes over to him and just starts fucking kicking him in the nuts, like, but like Shaolin monk karate kicking him. Like, just like, wah, poof, jumping up and bang, bang, and the dude just fucking taking it in the junk, just don't even care.
Jesus.
Shaolins are crazy, man. There was a Shaolin K1 boxer. Like, he looked crazy, and he was always, like, the most cut guy in any of the fights, because, like, these guys are nuts. Think you could do that? Like, go and, like, think about being in the first 10 minutes of making that decision. Like, going, being like, no, that's it, I'm giving up everything. I'm going to become a monk, I'll become a Shaolin, I'm going to go pray. So you go fucking, basically give up everything, sleep in a fucking hut. Just you get up and pray and meditate and do chores all day.
You'd have to disconnect. You disconnect from everything. Like,
yeah,
absolutely everything.
They don't sound too bad.
All right, so hero mode is over.
Yeah, that's it. Go and become a Shaolin monk. See you later. But can you imagine though, like, when you get to that moment, like, if you actually decided to do something like that, and then you're just like, you're in the fucking woods in Tibet or something, and just sitting there and you're like, I'm fucking bored. It's nice and quiet here, but Jesus Christ, no fucking internet. Bunch of bald dudes walking around.
You still draw?
Could you? Yeah, I suppose you can sit and paint and shit. That'd be pretty sick.
You'll be alright.
But what if they were like, no, you gotta do chores and pray and meditate and be like, become super monk?
Do it with metal playing through your head.
Yeah, exactly. But then they're like, no, not allowed. Like, fuck this. Fuck this monk shit.
Burn down the temple, move on home.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck all that noise. You know, monks don't let you listen to metal? Fuck bastards.
Now they don't listen to anything.
They listen much now. Burn ass. Did you check out fucking Heroes of the Storm after?
No, I didn't actually.
It's a fucking... I've been playing the shit out of it. And I noticed something today that I can't believe I missed. Was, so there's you know, ETC? You might know who it is because you're playing Warcraft and stuff.
Elite Torn Chieftain.
Yeah. So is he actually a character in the world?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so it's
he's like an NPC, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because... And that's what I'm curious then if he looks the same way, like has certain features the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because in the game I noticed he's Dimebag. Yeah, like he's got camo shorts, he's got Dimebag's fucking Razorback guitar on his back, and he's got a V, and he's got a pink goatee.
That'd be interesting to look up.
Yeah, like... Do you remember?
Because that was actually on the go for quite a while.
That's
so,
what I mean. Like, to me, I thought he was.
I'd say just Google fucking old images of him.
Yeah. Because
he
would
show,
be
right?
like, wasn't he like like you said, NPC in like Torrent starting area or something?
No, it was a mock band that Blizzard made up.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not actually a character?
Well, no, he's not like part of the lore. More so, like when you go to, I believe, one of the capitals, like the band is there playing in one of the inns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Or like if they come, or like on the weekends or something like that, it might be scheduled. I don't know. It's been so long since I played that.
All right, I gotta see that. Check that out. Cause yeah, I've been playing the shit out of him because he's a sick fucking tank to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was playing him because like he's all metal, right? Like all his abilities and all his stuff, and he keeps saying like everything he says is like quotes, song lyrics, and song.
Oh really?
Titles. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, when you picked him, he's like, "I'm going to Megadeth." And I was like, I'm gonna like this guy. Then yeah, it turned out to be fucking awesome, fun.
We're gonna get along well.
Yeah. So I'm trying to unlock his master skin, which is like a black metal version, which is sick because.
How do you unlock the skins? Like just continuous play, or do you actually have to pay for it?
For them, it's like they have obviously their main skin. Then they have what they call a master skin, which is maxing your character level, so you getting your dude to level 10.
Oh, okay. And then you unlock, okay.
Yeah, and then the other two, everything past that then is you buy it. But with him...
Like in-game currency or like actual currency?
No, money currency.
Oh,
okay. Well, with skins, I think only cash. Oh, but you can buy characters with in-game.
That's good.
Yeah, and unlock a master skin, right? Which is for him, that's what I did. I bought him with points, and I don't even want the fucking premium skins because they're like...
They're not metal.
Well, one's glam metal, and I don't want that. And
you sure?
Yeah. That's the like I said, that's the bastard son. Which kind of makes it like one of the most metal metals, honestly, because it's like the outcast metal. But and the other one is like country one, and all his all of his effects are changed to be acoustic.
Oh no way.
Yeah, but. Yeah, the main
it's cool
one.
That they got a little effect, like they add little.
Oh, they do so much work, man. To like with the skins, like there's a good bit of shit going into them. Like they're definitely worth the money.
I might have to look into playing this.
You should, man, because like if you liked League at all, it's like League but way better, like way better. Because the things I didn't like about League was, when you're new to it, like you're very shortly fucked when you go online. You know what I mean?
I found that.
Yeah.
Starting off.
Like starting out, you probably end up 3 or 4 levels behind the main dude, like your head guy, and probably die so many times, and then.
Oh, the first couple of games I played were just atrocious.
And probably buying the wrong shit in the store.
I'm pretty sure I was here one night, I was actually Oh, well, one of the first ones I played was either with Chad or Brian, and I was watching them playing it, and they were going to the store and they were buying certain things. So when I played it, I didn't really pay attention to it. I bought all the same things that they were buying.
Yeah.
Not really paying attention to anything, so
Exactly.
nothing really worked out for me.
Exactly, but that to me that's retarded. How like you need to have this other whole like setup of knowledge to make that part make sense, and then on top of it, like there was the whole runes thing. Do you remember that? Like you had the rune page and masteries that you unlocked.
Oh, yes.
Like all that shit like took ages to fill up, and all of it basically if you didn't fuck with it, you were always an inferior character. Like everyone else was always gonna have an edge on you.
And you were saying with heroes, like none of this, none of that confusion exists.
They actually introduced something like it. As a guy I know has been playing it since beta, right? And he was saying they actually introduced like a new system like a while ago, and people hated it. Like they said it ruined the game. People were like giving it up, like walking away from it, and they took it out.
Wow.
They're like, all right, no one likes it.
Game breaking.
Yeah, and they're just fucking. I was like, fucking. That's pretty cool for them to be like, yeah, no, it does suck. Get it out. Because what I love about it is so streamlined. So you level up as a team. So even if you are lagging, as long as your team's doing decent, like they'll pick up your bit of slack and your level will increase.
Oh, so you still have them? Okay.
Yeah, like everyone levels up at the same time.
Nice.
And so instead of buying gear, they have talents. So it's not like you rank up your abilities. It's like you have certain selection of talents that can modify abilities.
Okay.
So like in the first level up, and it's not every level. It's like the first one, the fourth, this like, and then 7, whatever, up to 20. So you start with 3 abilities unlocked. I think level 10 is when you get your. It's like hitting level 6 in League. You know, you get your ultimate.
Mm.
But like the first time you play a character, there's only one ultimate available because that's the other thing. They all have 2. You can choose.
Oh.
So you start out the first time when you're level 1, you only get like first kind of basic talents available to pick from because they're kind of like basic, straightforward, good for the character, but not like there's no nuance. So you don't need to know like specific ins and outs of the game to make it be good.
Hmm.
And then as you get leveled up with the character, they get new talents available. So you get different mixes. So every time you play, you can build them kind of differently.
Okay.
So it's kind of like respecking, like in WoW, almost. So
can you respect them on at will? Like
no, like it's per game. Like you just build it one way.
Okay.
Build it one way. And it's fucking cool. Like it's interesting to test the different, like, because it makes a huge difference. Like the talents really change the characters. Like Murky, I think I was showing you.
You were telling me he's fucking awesome.
Oh, he's so fun, man. Because when he dies, you don't care. So like you get into a fight with someone and just fight them to the death and like overextend and just fucking really piss it, like get onto them. And if you manage to bring them down and you go down too, it's just all gravy for you because they get like no experience for killing you, 0.25 of a kill, and you get 1 kill and a bunch of shit experience for the team. So but he's weak as shit, right? Like some people can just pop him in one combo or one couple hits, but he's so like he's got like a safety bubble and this bomb and everything. Like he just fuck with people. He's fun. He's like I think he's like a little troll.
Was he something that you had to like? What do you start with any characters when you start off, or can you pick like, a couple off the list, or?
I think.
Or is it like did you buy him?
Yeah, I bought.
Okay.
I think that you get no characters starting, and you just play free rotation characters until you
get enough points.
Yeah,
to be wrong.
but you get enough points early on to get a couple of characters. Like I think if you played a tutorial.
How many like how is the scale with the characters? Like is it like just tiers of characters, or do you just like?
Oh, like for like the pricing?
Because I've seen how on the list you had StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo, like all the Blizzard stuff there. Is there more than that list?
Oh, like more characters in that?
Yeah.
No, but it's still kind of youngish.
Are they all the same price?
No,
probably what I'm asking.
No, there's some like a brand new character is $10 or 50. Like Butcher just came out and he's 15,000 coins.
Okay.
Like in-game currency, and But the low end of that then would be like I bought ETC for 2,000.
Okay.
2,000 coins.
Oh, gotcha.
So and he's probably like one of the cheaper. Well, 2,000 is like the cheapest. Like, I think any of them go. And then I bought Tychus. He was 4,000. And I bought Diablo 7,000.
How much currency do you get around? Say.
So that depends. Like, right now there's a thing going on where there's treasure goblins. So every time you play a game now, there's a treasure goblin in your starting area, and your team can kill him. And if your team kills him before he gets away, everyone gets 100 gold.
Nice.
You probably get about 50 gold a game base rate, and there's
So the butcher will be a long process.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. If you go in that like points route, unless you already got it built up, like yeah, it's gonna take a while. Then, there's quests, like dailies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like there's.
I'm not surprised with Blizzard.
Exactly right. So it's like play 3 games as a specialist class, and get like 300 gold. And one is like play 8 games, 800 gold.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So but those like they refresh every day. So you do what's there. You know, you've played WoW. You know,
yeah.
Same shit. But yeah, it's fun, and that's what like it keeps me playing because I've been unlocking stuff enough just playing that like I did spend money. I bought a starter pack, which came with a couple of characters like Raynor. Can't remember the other 2 now. And I also bought Arthas. He was on sale.
Ah, yes.
He was on for $5. And the 2 characters I wanted to play the most at first were Arthas and Diablo. And they're both pretty fucking awesome. But they're both warriors, which is... Like, in League, I did not like playing warriors.
No?
But in this, so far, they're my favorite. Like, most of them are way fun. Like, ETC is fun as shit. Like, just power slide around and like... Because that's what he does, is like a dash that stuns people.
What is a power slide?
Yeah, exactly. Just power slides through. And then he's got Face Melter, which is an AoE blast and push people away. And the other thing is... Oh, yeah. His 2 ultimates are... One's Mosh Pit, which is sick. Because it's a 4-second stun in an area. So he just starts it up and anyone gets caught is trapped. And the other one's Stage Dive, which is... Do you remember the Spartan guy in League?
Kinda.
You remember his ultimate where he jumps to anywhere on the map?
No, what?
That's what it is. So yeah, he can jump from anywhere to anywhere on the map, comes down in a big, like... Anywhere. Yeah, jump from any point to another one. So that's pretty cool, but I like Mosh Pit way better. I had to pick it just for the name. But it turned out to be the better one.
What's the visual effect to Mosh Pit? Or is it just like a little AoE stun?
He starts takes out the guitar and just starts rocking and playing, and actually everyone who gets caught in the stun starts rocking out.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, if when they get caught, you're just
they do, yeah, they just like.
Perfect.
So I was like, that's the shit.
Well, considering how many like little nuances they put in, they're like,
oh yeah, like that's what I think. Blizzard are the best developer in the world, hands down. Like I can't think of any developer that produces higher quality product like consistently. Like all the big guys in the other franchises have all like shit to bed at some point. But it's like Blizzard takes so much care with their shit, and now like their universes are so fucking like they got BlizzCon, you know, like to me that's madness to just have like one company's
convention.
Yeah, like their IPs, all their original IPs generated all this. Like World of Warcraft is just a fraction of their like creative.
Or Warcraft.
Properties.
Period.
Yeah, Warcraft in general. And you can see like.
And then they got Diablo, they got StarCraft, they got Hero of the Storm, Hearthstone,
and now
the Titanfall or whatever, Titan.
No, I know. Yeah, you're taking the same one. The new FPS.
Yeah, what they're making.
And all those characters, they already said, like, the thing about that one, too, is it's kind of built like a MOBA. And they've already said, like, yeah, those characters are coming to Heroes of the Storm, like, almost day and day.
Oh, guaranteed. Like, I mean, well, that was given.
Yeah,
like
when
any more games that they make, their characters are going to go to Heroes.
And that's right now, there's a Diablo event with Heroes.
Really?
That's what's going on. Like, they just released the Butcher. Before that was Joanna. She's, like, this paladin.
Okay.
And next is Leoric. You remember Leoric?
No.
He's like the second boss in almost all of the Diablos, like the Skeleton King.
Oh yes, Leoric.
King Leoric, yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah. But he is the next character to come out, and then after him is the monk from 3.
Nice.
So, and there's a new map for the Diablo one, which is fucking sick. Like, it's a 2-lane map with an angel and a demon fighting in the middle, and basically that's the event. So yeah, did I tell you about like how it's all event based and like mission oriented?
No.
So you know in League when you're like, kill the boss in the middle, get a buff. Well, for this it's more like there's a mission that's constantly going out on throughout the map that both teams can do. They share the same objectives, and they're fighting over them. And if you get the objectives, they give you like similar big buffs. And so it's way more fun than like, yeah, we got this 6-stat buff for 2 minutes. It's like one great example is the Dragon Shrine. So there's 3 points on the map. If your team controls the top and bottom points, then there's a throne in the middle, and one of your team members can go to it and activate it. And if they do, they become this big Dragon Knight, and they've got these second set of abilities, and they got new health bar, and they can fuck shit up. Like they can boot characters.
How long do they last with it?
Till he dies, till they bring it down. That's what there's a couple like that. There's another one where you kill this, like, you're in this like death garden or some shit, and you kill these vine monsters that collect seeds. When you're done, when you collect so many seeds, you grow a terror in your base, and someone controls it, like it's a big vine monster.
So when they control it, like, do they just like switch to control of that, or do you actually like
they play as that?
Or you almost like board it? Like, say if you take the control of it and you walk on out and fight and die, does it switch back to the player then back at base, or how does that work?
No, yeah, he comes out of it.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, he's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a suit. Same thing to Dragon Knight. Now the other stuff is like, turns off their towers, or debuffs their minions, or spawns bigger minions for you to siege your towers with. So it's all kinds of shit, and that's what.
So do you upgrade your minions and stuff similar to League?
No.
No.
No. The way they do it is like, instead of just tower, and then base, it's like 2 towers, gate, with a fort and a healing fountain, and then another one up above that, another one, and then another set in your base. So you run, like, you can stay on the outs. You don't have to always be running back to heal, but you do kind of, because the fountains have cooldowns.
Oh yeah, figured.
So that's, like, to me, they designed it to keep the action going more in League, like more safely. Like, it stimulates more, like, you're constantly team fighting.
Team fighting. Fighting with your team.
There's a whole lot, like, jungling is barely a thing. Like, because it's also the map's not, like, super, well, they're pretty big, but they're not stupid big. So you're not just walking most of the time.
That's good.
But also, like, I'm pretty new to it, so, like, anyone who's good at the game probably like, there is so jungling.
All the time. That's all I fucking does is jungle.
Jungling really fucking good at the game.
You don't know heroes if you don't jungle.
Yeah. Lol noob heroes.
Blizzard is big, Blizzard is great. We need to get up where Blizzard is.
Yeah, well, was it? I was saying before, 12 years.
12 years?
12 years.
That you're playing?
Well, that's apparently, like, I was talking to the buddy, and he was saying, like, 12 years is kind of like the length it takes to make something like that, to make that level of a kind of business.
Yeah, gotta start somewhere.
Well, yeah. Fucking, I really don't see a reason that it's not possible.
Make some product, put it out there. Plan on going to Sci Fi.
Yeah, exactly.
2016.
So yeah.
Sci Fi on the Rock, I should say. Specify.
So yeah, Sci Fi on the Rock 2016. Not 100% confirmed yet, but I'll pretty safely say that we're going to be there.
Did you respond to that email, or did you just look that over?
No, because I was going to get together exactly like what I was trying to do for it first, but probably send that back shortly.
Get a good idea of what we plan to offer.
Yeah, because I also want to, like I said, get a few local artists involved to just come set up, basically just come take up some space on the table, sell their shit.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and there's a few people I think that I can get that'll be able to really produce some cool shit, and I think we'll be down for it. So we'll see how that goes. Jaro will be there, or will be out by then. Guarantone ya.
Guarantone ya. So Jaro's going to be out and plan to have
at least one episode done.
Of Chantar.
Yeah, done.
Actually, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Foley Friday.
Yeah?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Have you got a list for... well, you're doing Jaro.
I got the list for Jaro, but at the same time, while we're at it, I'm just going to start trying to do as much as I can for just Chantar.
Yeah.
Making sound effects.
Gotta rape some garbage later.
Rape some garbage. We're not going to find like a fucking big metal tin like that to use.
Well, let me see. Could always color green and make it a rubber tin.
Okay, I have one of those on my step.
I was gonna, yeah.
I can go and fuck that.
But seriously, that's the other thing too. I mean, it's a lot easier to fucking change that graphic than
true.
You know.
Well, I mean, just leave with me anyway. I mean, I'll definitely come up with something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might be able to just get like a regular garbage can, trash can sound, and then Foley like the particulars on top of it, you know. But
layers.
Layers. But yeah, so Sci Fi and the Rock would be interesting. I wonder what fucking like celebrity ish people are gonna be fucking signing stuff and be like, this guy was on Star Trek. This guy's friend was on Star Trek.
Well, they got like, I'm pretty sure every year that they got someone that was on Star Trek.
They do. Oh yeah, they always got like one guy who played. See, I don't know Star Trek very well, so you know what those dudes with the big ears. It's in like, yeah. You know what I'm talking about, little brown dude.
Yeah.
Little brown dude's fucking big rigid ears, like.
Okay.
So yeah, one of them was there. But see, it's like you're not in costume. I'm not gonna recognize you. But if I seen him there as the thing, like, oh shit, then I'd probably think it wasn't actually him. It'd be like, oh, that's a sick costume.
It's
you
really
look just
good.
like the dude. Like,
It looks so authentic.
It is. It's like, oh, how much did it cost you? I was like,
Sci-fi.
I remember I was at one of the early ones, and they had this really sad auction.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. It was like, the first auction item was a bunch of old space magazines. No, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but he was like, run of whatever magazine series, whatever, from this to this, and looking for like, and some of them it was like looking for $10 or like $5 to start, and nothing, no one,
Just silence.
$3, nothing, no one, go down to $1, nothing, no one, we'll give it away, nothing, no one.
Really? They were going to give it away and they still said no?
Yeah, it got to that. Like,
Wow.
there was a couple that got right down to like, we'll give it away. And no one wanted it. Because it's just, I want your fucking old magazines.
Jeez.
Just fucking clean out your garage and give it out. But then there was like, and there was other people I'm pretty sure were just buying their own shit back. Like,
really?
Yeah, like they auctioned it and then they paid, because I think all the proceeds were going to like charity or something anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I think some guys were like, yeah, I'll put this up and then I'll just buy it right back. So it's like a fancy way of donating.
Well, you could always be bid out.
Well, yeah, I guess they were willing
Or
to.
outbid.
But I guess on the other side, like, I think it got to a point where some guys were like, I don't even want to wait for my item to be bid down so low.
No one say anything? No.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Like, with me, it gets down to, like, $1, no one says anything. It's like
75 cents. 25.
Yeah, I think it might have even done that, man. But it was ridiculous. And I was just like, fuck no. I was there at the auction, just like, I don't want that shit.
Old magazines.
But man, it should be a laugh though. I mean, it's gonna be a good day just to fucking go down and be at that place. You know what I mean? Because it's getting pretty big, like compared to when I was there. It seems like there's a lot more going on, and the cosplay is getting fucking crazy. Like
I was looking at the pictures from this year,
and pretty good stuff. Like
yeah.
Surprisingly. But
yeah, it should be good times. Of course, we gotta respond to them and let them know what we want to do there, and
well, that's what I was also looking up. Like kiosks, fucking like trade show booths and stuff, like what it would cost to get like banners and fucking get our own little thing set up. Because
we can kind of get some of that stuff now, like
yeah, like well, if I was gonna talk about we can bang some of it up or like yeah, look at what's going on, but because what I was thinking was to have the game playable there on the floor, right? But then I was thinking like to have like if we're gonna have devices, have tethers, you know, so you can just leave it.
So what were you gonna put it on? Like what device you gonna use?
That's what I mean. Like I'd have to get like some devices and then tethers for them and then rig it up. Like so that's what I was looking at there last night. But at the same time, maybe I'll just put like, I mean, it's a phone game. Like people have their phones there. I'll give them a thing with like the name of the game and the link and shit on it. Like
make up a fucking one of the barcodes.
A QR code.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could do that. Yeah, there should be a way.
Just have one there and snap it.
Oh yeah, there's
fucking
definitely a way.
Snap it, install, done.
Yeah, QR code generator, link straight to the Google Play. That'll happen. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the thing. That's gonna happen. Mm-hmm.
So, UFC. What's the second thing we were talking about? Dun dun dun.
Showcase Showdown.
Jeez, I can't remember what it was.
No, I don't know. Fuck her.
Oh, here's the storm. Jesus.
Oh yeah, the hats. You got the hats.
And of course, Sci Fi on the Rock 2016.
2016.
So, I think that might be a wrap.
Yeah, alright. So that's Hero Mode Audio Chronicles episode 9. Peace out.
Out.